slapping the bass. Sweaty. Yeah.
What up?
Carlton. Man, that music just peeled the crosses right off the back of my jeans.
Dude, usually I'm like late to the live stream because I'm like hustling and everything, so I'm like sweaty and just like gross. Now I'm just sweaty and gross because we were dancing the whole time.
Yeah, I'm pretty sweaty right now.
I'm
Post-show.
I'm disgusting.
Yeah.
Oh, just filthy. Well, let's get all the... Oh, go ahead. What were you going to say?
I was just going to say I may be sweaty, but I feel like an American fighter right now.
Dude, right? I literally just went to Epidemic Sound and was like, metal.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Oh, shit. I got to pull up the comment section. I don't have the comment section up. Hold up. I'm being an idiot.
Hold up. Hey. Me and Bronson on the next episode. Hey. Smoke. Sick every day.
Smoke sick. Dude, where is it? Why can't I find it? It's hiding in between one of my monitors, I'm sure of it. How are you? Well, hopefully everyone's doing okay.
Yeah, indeed.
Let's just get the pleasantries out of the way. How are you doing? How are you doing, dude? How's your day?
Man, a lot better now that I rocked out with my car.
Dude,
how are you?
I'm good, man. I'm so good. Oh, I found the comment section. Hell yeah. Can you see the comments?
I cannot. Oh, wait. I can.
Richard,
You
what's
got
up?
Echo, my dude. That's not good.
Wrong with something. What was that?
Art says that I've got Echo.
You got Echo?
Getting slapped back. Echoing a bit.
Let's see here.
Please make sure.
Yeah, definitely a little echo on the barky bark.
How about now, folks? How about now?
Better. I do have the latency a little, I think it's a little long, so it might take a second for an answer. Let's go, boys! What's up, Rama?
Still jamming.
What is let's see.
I don't want to echo. Is the echo gone? We need feedback.
Yeah, we need to know. But dude, that's good that you're doing good now that you rocked out.
Fit as an effing fiddle, my friend.
Nice. But yeah, dude. Okay, so
Am I supposed to still be hearing all the jammage?
No, dude. You want some? You want a little bit?
No, I'm done with it. I'm good.
Still there, he said.
Is it coming from you? Is that your music?
You can hear music right now?
Yes, dude. It's jamming.
Hold on. Is that better?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was jamming the whole time. There wasn't a moment there where the beat wasn't going on.
Dude, that's hilarious. I couldn't hear anything.
It was just jamming over and over.
Oh my goodness.
I don't have any echo on my end, so I'm not sure where the echo's coming from. But
Did
folks
that-
are saying there is echo.
Did that get rid of it? I'm curious.
It had to have. It had to have been the loop back.
Yeah, I'm thinking so.
Loop back's a dirty bitch sometimes. It does do that.
Yep, that is valid. Yeah, dude. I'm curious. I'm using the Vocaster right now, and I was wondering if maybe the software was creating some sort of issue. So that would suck.
I've had that issue with this Elgato Wave XLR. Because when you do use loopback in software, sometimes you forget about it, or it's easy to let it slide and it comes right back into the feed.
Gotcha. Yep.
Everyone let us know, is the echo gone? Music is gone, but Bark still echoes. What the shit? How bad is this echo? And I don't know why. I have no echo on my end whatsoever.
It's coming from Audio Hotline. Okay, I'm going to try something different here. Hold on.
Okay.
Entertain them.
I'll pretend the music's still going. I'm going to slap this bass. I'm going to smack it like it owes me money. Slap this bass. Hold on. I'll entertain. When you're streaming with Bronson, the shit gets weird. When you're streaming with Bronson, you get just one beard. 'Cause when you're streaming with Bronson, worse. Nothing. We don't want to echo. That's not our intention. Not our intention at all. Let's see. Try this. Let's see here. I will switch from. Let's try this.
Did that solve it?
Is there echo now?
Any echo now?
Echo anyone? Echo anyone? Only one beard. When you're streaming with Bronson, shit gets weird. And when you're streaming with Bronson, you just get one beard. Just one. Not two, but one.
Okay. Is that better?
Apparently it is. Apparently it has.
We're good now. Dude, it's the Vocaster, bro.
Is it the Vocaster? Here, we'll put that to the test. Hold on.
It's the Vocaster, man.
Let me double check. I just switched over to my BST on the Wave XLR. And is there echo still? Was it indeed the Vocaster? Somebody tell me. Echo back or echo gone?
So
I just want to know for my sake, for my device.
Yeah, for sure. No echo.
No.
Vocaster.
Vocaster. Focus right, you dirty pieces of garbage.
Well, I'm taking my goddamn review down. Okay? Gave you a good grade?
Damn Skippy.
Fuck that, man. Fuck it.
Language.
Sorry, man. 1 second.
Woo. Woo. No, it's cool. I just want to make sure I could curse on your stream and we wouldn't write anybody off. Streaming with Bronson. Sorry, it took a minute for us to get going, but we're back. It's fine. Everything's good.
I mean, sometimes you just expect your equipment to work, Just doesn't,
it's supposed to.
Just doesn't. So, yeah, that's fun. But okay, yeah, so Bark, you're doing now that we should basically just start over at this point. So you're good. And I'm good. I'm good.
It's as good as it can be in the post-pandemic life or current whatever.
Yeah,
everything's fine. Dude. It was the one only from the audio hotline side. Okay, let's get past the echo. Fuck the echo. Let's move on.
Okay, so some real shit is happening right now. So this is me. This is the pleasantries of you asking me how I'm doing. But you didn't ask that, but
I'm ready. I did, actually. You
okay,
didn't hear me because the Vocaster, and I'm not just being sarcastic. I actually did.
So, okay. So, doing good, but about 3 weeks ago, we have this outdoor cat that just has kind of become our cat a little bit, but she won't come inside or anything.
Got one of those myself.
Yeah, we feed her and everything, and she's the best. She's so cute. And about 3 weeks ago, we walk outside and we see a litter of 4 kittens, and we're like, oh shit. So
good times.
So we literally, my dad built her this little home for the kittens and everything. It was so awesome. Anyway, she refused to go in it. The next day we get up and she's gone and the kittens are gone. She moved them, and we're like, shit. So all of a sudden, 2 days ago, we see these adorable kittens walking in our backyard, and I was losing my mind, dude. Right before I got on here, though, I was out there watching them. They're so cute. But so I'm doing great is the answer to that. Yeah.
I'm going to add to that story. Similar situation happened here. Outside cat has a litter of kittens. 2 of them go missing. My wife drives to work. She hears a lot of meowing whenever she comes out to grab her lunch from her car. The cats are in the engine.
No. Were they okay?
Yeah. Dude, they were dirty and filthy and grimy.
How is that?
No, they weren't okay. They were grunge.
How is that even possible, dude? Oh my god!
Don't worry, they died shortly after. We don't know how, but they disappeared shortly after.
Okay, but I've actually been, of course, reading up on this, and one thing that happens basically, like when they're pretty young still, like only I think like 6 to 8 weeks, the males will leave the litter and like already be looking for a mate. So like that's what happened when we initially had like a litter in our backyard. Is like half of them just like bailed. We'd still occasionally see them around, but like not where they usually were hanging out and stuff. And I guess that's like what happens. So they could be totally fine.
That's cats. That's cats for you. Yeah.
But yep. So yeah, they gotta, dude, like the fact that like a cat can get pregnant at like 3 months old or something is like insane to me. That's wild.
Yeah. God bless them for being able to get busy that quickly in their lives.
Right? Just,
took us what? 14 to 16 years on average, I think, for us humans. It's we kind of got the short end of the stick on that.
Yeah, no, like for me, like 28 years.
Yeah, just a little bit above average, just a tiny bit longer than average.
Yeah, but
all good. Hey, I want to ask you something.
What's up?
Just because I know a lot of YouTubers, a lot of audio YouTubers, and maybe not a lot, but a handful of my favorites and me recently have experienced the burnout. Where do you stand on the burnout? Are you where are you at in your creation career?
Like
are you is it still fresh and new? Did you have to refresh, or is there a little bit of singeing on the outside of this beautiful Bronson from burnout?
Well, so I feel like for me, I am a little bit different in the sense that
we could all agree with that.
Yeah. But so I don't like usually get like I've never reached a time where I've been like weeks on end been like, dude, I just like don't want to do this. Like I'm just like burnt out, like I've never gotten to the point where it's been like such a struggle. But I will say it is more like day by day for me. Like I'm very much like some days I'll be like in a very creative, fun mood and I'll be like, yeah, like let's, get it. And that'll last for a few days. And then there'll be a day where I'm like, I'm just not going to touch a camera or microphone. I just need a day, and like,
oh yeah,
So I mean, like I've never reached the wall where it's like it's been like all encompassing burnout, but I've definitely just had like days, but
right.
I'd say, like, I'm definitely more not burnt out than I am burnt out, but it happens, though, like, I totally get it, too. Like, I get under, like, hitting that wall and just wanting to, like, be done for a month. Like, I could understand that, but I haven't personally hit it. But then again, I don't post as often as some people. And but I mean, it doesn't mean I'm not working on it every day, though. You know what I mean?
No,
like,
it means your videos are a hell of a lot of work.
Yeah, that's valid. Yeah, but
it's a hell of a lot of work. So, because I do post often, but my videos are no work. I mean, they're just next to no work. They're like, hey, you want to rewind back to channels 3, 10, and 13? Obscure Mics is where it's at. So, we can pump out the shit content all month long. But I do this in case of burnout. There's like 17 videos in my vault right now, just in case I need a month off. I will just post them periodically. So
yes,
we're in a niche. This is a weird niche. We're not dude perfect. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
We're not dude perfect.
Yeah, no, like, and a part of me has actually thought like, what if I started like a second channel that was different enough that it kind of like gave me a break from like just it being audio all the time, Yeah. But then I worry about like with how much of like a dumb like perfectionist I can try to be. I feel like it would ruin me, So I don't know.
Yeah, but I've started that other channel. I've kind of abandoned it here lately, but I wanted to talk music. And I enjoy it, but then at the same time, that's dependent on album releases that I give a shit about, and they're few and far between.
Yep.
So, I mean, I've got a couple that I want to do now.
That's big.
But it's hard. It's not easy at all.
Yeah, no, for sure. I agree with you. I don't know what is going on here, but okay.
Not a single person has asked about this thing, and I'm not going to say anything about it until.
Oh, we're going to get to it.
Until 5 people ask about this thing, because it's not. It's probably not what you think. It's probably not even close to what you think.
Interesting. Yeah, this isn't either. This is actually very different from what you expect.
That's the new Behringer, isn't it?
Yep. This is the Behringer.
The Behringer ER19.
I was going to go with BV20, but yeah, that makes sense too.
Yeah. Shit.
Yeah. So, only my opinion tech said being on the road 6 days out of the week has a tendency to slow me down a lot. Dude, are you like touring, or like, are you like, do you work?
Truck driver?
Like, yeah, what do you, I'm curious, but dude, are
you in the porno industry? Because
that's possible too. I mean,
slow me down all you want. I'm in.
Dude, but yeah, like, I guarantee that would slow me down a whole hell of a lot if that was the case.
Yeah. 5 days a week of a 9 to 5 slows me down plenty.
Dude, I'm just going to throw this out here. I did not plan this at all, but this matches this perfectly, and it's the same brand.
There's no way in hell you didn't.
This is not a sponsorship, I swear. Dude, I swear. I did not plan this. Swear on my cat's life, dude. And I would never say that unless I meant it.
Okay, so how many of these Onyx shirts and cups do you have? If it's a 1-in-1, then it is simply a coincidence. But
no,
if you have multicolors of each, then you plan that shit.
No, I only have one like that.
Okay.
But I have 2 Onyx shirts and 2 cups, but one mug and one thermos thing. So
he drives a truck 3,400 miles per week. That is my nightmare. That's my nightmare. I don't like driving at all.
Oh, I don't mind driving, but that? Whew.
I hate it.
Dude, honestly, like, actually, I can't say I don't mind driving because I just, like, my wife always drives now, and I love it, dude. It's the best. Oh, she's a way better driver than me.
Wish I could say the same. I cannot. I drive. Okay. I don't like it, but I drive. Okay. Yeah.
Do you want to tell us what your mic is?
No, not until people ask. I'm a little stubborn bastard. I'm not saying.
What if I ask 5 times? Me personally.
I'll tell you.
Okay, yeah. Text me that shit.
It's really not that exciting. I just I had one person in particular ask if I would check this mic out, and I was like, I already got it in my possession.
Oh no shit! Dude, that's always the best. With it. It's always the best when someone's like, "Can you review this?" and you're like a day away from releasing it.
Yeah. Like, yeah. Oh, there he is. There you go, Genome.
He got you, dude. He got you. Okay. Oh shit.
It's a Boya BOYA DM500. It's a new thing. They went for the MV7 style look. If you can see, it's got a head like a penile instrument.
Oh yeah.
And it's a very. Let's put that back on. Sorry for the noise. Yeah, so it's a $99 broadcast condenser microphone. It is not a new Blue Yeti. Yes, look at that. See, that's the MV7.
Yes. Yes, it is.
Get off there, condom.
Yep. I'll put it back.
Look at that.
Yep.
How similar is that?
Similar. That's very similar.
Yep. Similar. This, though, is just a... I've got everything all messed up. This is just an XLR.
Oh, no USB. Boya. I think I have one microphone from them, and it's like a lavalier microphone, and the cable is like 30 million feet long. It's awesome.
Did you know their motto is "Yeah, Boya"? It's not.
Dude, it should be though. Like, it should be.
Yeah, it's not.
Absolutely.
But yeah, Boya DM500. It is $99. It's a capsule swap candidate if there ever was. I know. I mean, it sounds good, but it would be a fairly easy capsule swap. It's an interesting, obscure microphone.
Yeah.
Like kind of like the ER19 you've got there with you.
Yeah. Yeah. The ER19.
ER19.
It's actually all plastic.
If that was a Behringer, it probably would be all plastic. I do a podcast with a guy that watches my channel. Like we became friends through that whole deal.
Mm-hmm.
And he's got one of the what's the Sennheiser guitar cab mic, the E906
609.
is that
609.
609, Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
He's got the Behringer version of that, which is like the B906 or something fucking shit like that.
Yeah.
And he used it on a podcast. I was like, what the hell is that a Sennheiser? He's like, no, it's a Behringer. And I was like, oh, okay. He's like, what's it like? He's like, it's not so bad. He's like, it's all plastic, but I mean, besides that,
it's great besides that.
It's great besides the fact that if you drop it, it breaks like a Happy Meal toy.
Dude, yes. Which reminds me that like when I took that axe to the BV bomb, dude, I was like kind of shocked that it survived the way that it did. But one thing I was doing is I was like, it was on concrete and I had an axe and it's like a brand new axe and everything. And I'm like, the last thing I want to do is like hit this thing too hard and like just fucking nail the axe right on the concrete. So I was like going a little soft, but I still like was a little bit surprised that, especially like that plastic coating around it, the thing was hard to break. I'm not going to lie.
I got to give you all the respect in the world for doing that, because I bought a package the other day from Goodwill just because it was so cheap. It was a Q2U and it was a blue snowball.
Okay.
And I was like, I really want to do a video of the blue snowball. And at the end, I want to totally rip off Bronson. And I want to take a baseball bat and someone pitch it to
dude. Yes, that is such a good idea, because I literally thought about that and I was like, oh wait, I am not athletic. I don't have a baseball bat.
Well, I was like, wait, I don't have any friends to pitch it to me. No, but
dude, apparently we need to live in the same town, because we just would have solved each other's problems right then.
Well, small town Ohio, everyone here drives trucks with Confederate flags on them, and I just can't be friends with them. But no, I want to do that, but at the same time, I'm like, I could fucking make $18 off this thing. Why would I hit it with a baseball bat?
Yeah,
and it's a struggle. Like $18 baseball bat, $18 baseball bat.
My struggle with destroying it was the fact that I was sent the line of microphones and I was like, am I really gonna do this? Like, ruin this relationship potentially?
Yeah.
But I was like, dude, like honestly, flat out, I'm just like so over Behringer's shenanigans right now. Like, it's bullshit, man. But
that line of microphones really did it, I think.
Yeah. It set me over the edge.
I will get to your thing, Jan Batista, Dave's daughter, I think, or wife, one or the other, from Guardians of the Galaxy. I will get to that cat interface thing, but yeah, that line of microphones, dude, that to me, that might have been a death knell for that company. Yeah, honestly, the fact that they're trying to charge that for that,
I know,
like. That's gross, man. That's a cash grab if I've ever seen one.
Yeah.
Anyone that buys that, unless they are truly completely new into the game, which is
possible.
It happens because we didn't come out of the womb fucking XM8500 ready to start talking. We had to learn stuff. So I feel bad for people that are like, oh, that looks really cool. I'm gonna pay $150 for it. And then a few months into their career, when they're thinking everything's good and great, then the people start trickling in on their YouTube channel or their podcasts, and they're like, "Dude, what are you using? Your shit sounds bad."
Yep,
like,
for sure.
Could you imagine paying $150 for that? Like,
oh, I would be so livid, dude. Like, I'd honestly probably, especially like at the beginning, because like I understand now that like expensive microphones can be very expensive, But at the beginning, 150 sounds like a lot. Like, that sounds like a lot of money for something I'm going to talk into, And so I would have been probably trying to convince myself it was good, because I didn't want to, like just be like, oh, I literally just threw away $150,
Yeah.
But
yeah. And the landscape of microphones right now, and even interfaces to a lesser extent, is like $100 or $150 can
get some
now
good shit.
officially buy you a lot.
Yeah, absolutely.
It can officially get you a nice little setup, not a USB piece of shit that looks like it's from 1943. It's not. It's really uncool, to be honest. It's like, it's almost an insult to anyone who knows better.
Yep, absolutely.
So yeah, Behringer, fuck off.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, fuck right on off. That's right. Yeah.
And it sucks because there's good stuff too. I mean, how can someone that makes the XM8500, which is not any kind of great, amazing mic by any means, it's not. It is a very solid mic for 20 bucks, and that's amazing.
Yep,
it's amazing. And then the UV1's a nice device for $179. You know that they've got some stuff. The interface lineup is fine. Why throw in all this insulting shit? I don't get it,
dude. It's just like I think especially once like the pandemic happened and like people got stuck in their homes a little bit, like USB microphones just blew up, dude. It was insane. Like, so I think that was their attempt, like when they put out like the mock Blue Yeti, and and
that mic's fine. It's not it's not even bad, but it's mocked.
It's
dude,
that's the thing that
Bigfoot.
Yeah, Bigfoot. That's the thing that drives me nuts, though, is I'm like, if you are going to like blatantly rip off a product like that, can you at least make it better-ish? Like, can you at least put like 24-bit at 48 kilohertz in it, like rather than just being capped at 16-bit? Can you do like something else with it? Because like, to me, I'm like, I would rather just go with the OG product, which I'm not saying buy a Blue Yeti, but I'm just saying like in most cases, I would rather go with the OG product because A, it's going to be built better, and like the price difference has never been enough to like really justify it. And I feel like a lot of original products usually do sound better.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not always the case, but I mean, there's been so many mocks of like the SM58, and I mean, my feeling on the SM58 is whatever, but like, there's been a lot of mocks of microphones like that are just like very blah, though,
Right.
And
Jan's got a interesting point.
What did he say?
Jan Batista. Behringer's USB mic division is definitely not the same as their live audio division. I don't know if that's a factual statement or just a I don't want to believe it statement. Yeah. I refuse to believe that the same company makes these mics and the X32 mixer, because the X32 mixer is, they've got some really good high-end large outboard gear.
Yeah.
So yeah, it is very confusing, but I don't know. Real quick, so I don't forget about it. Jan also asked for a few more thoughts on the CAD.
Yeah, do it, dude.
GX2.
Hit it.
So I was talking to Julian Krause, who is the absolute interface man. We were discussing the fact that is likely a Chinese mass-produced product. Chances are. The build quality you can find on AliExpress and Alibaba. You can find an exact same interface, and it's like 30-some bucks. The thing is, it looks like CAD just ordered a bunch of these from China, but we don't know that because there's no noise, and there's no... It's a very solid device regardless. So what I have done is I ordered the $30 Chinese branded device.
Nice.
And we'll know in a matter of weeks if the CAD CX2 is a one of a kind or if it's a Chinese rebrand, and that Chinese rebrand is also outstanding for the price. So we'll have some answers there soon. But as of right now, that CAD CX2 is outstanding for the price. It's just there's no other way around it. You can be techie and spec dependent all you want, but the fact is it drives every single microphone in my collection quietly. It sounds good. It's 24-bit. I don't know what else you want out of a $69 device. So it's still an absolutely fantastic little box that I've used a lot since I've thought about selling everything of value that's on par with it. Like if you didn't know I was talking into a $500 device, like, you put that $500 and $100 device together, like Everyone's going to know if you're using a super cheap mic most of the time. No one's going to know if you're using a super cheap interface. It just is what it is. That's the market now.
Dude, yeah, like I'm excited to see the comparison between like the Chinese like product versus the CAD one, because dude, like the fact that I feel like there for a while was like a lull in pretty like very budget interfaces. Like I feel like the ones that were out were kind of shitty. Yeah. And so
for a while now there's like the UM2 was a champion compared to most of them.
Exactly. Yep. And so that
device isn't great.
No, but you're like, okay, I can't argue with the fact that it's $49, you know? So, but dude, no, that's way cool. And I'm happy that they're doing that. Some of your videos recently have been like costing me money, and it pisses me off.
Yeah. I'm sorry about that. That's the whole purpose of the videos period, is like, hey, I got this for $6. You might want it for $6. It's just really fun to be able to help people. Dude, that's a good mic, man.
I had to.
Have you used it yet?
I haven't used it yet.
It's really good. And you know what else? They sent me this.
No.
And this thing, I'm not to give it away. It's multi-pattern.
No way.
And it's true large diaphragm, and it's heavy, and it's well made, and it comes with great accessories. It's fucking $80.
$80, really? Yeah, that's not bad.
Right now on Amazon, it's $80. I can't wait to do a review of it. It's not like a world beater or anything like that, but for $80, it might be. Yeah. You know, it's
the packaging is like really good.
Dude, the mic's really good. I mean, there's just no way around. The mic is really good, and it's But this is what I get my rocks off on, is these kind of things, these oddball mics that do the job, that everyone thinks sound good, and then they find out that they're a Donner, and people's like, Donner? What the?
Yeah.
But I sold my Rode broadcasters and put those Donners in their place in my podcast studio.
Nice. Hell yeah. Oh, that's awesome, dude.
Could make $600 off 2 broadcasters, and then I paid $150 for 3 Donners.
Yep, exactly.
Well, I mean, come on.
That's crazy.
Why not?
Yep. Let's see here. I saw a question. Or a comment. The outsider Jess. Behringer has the ability to make amazing microphones, but decide to make ripoffs instead. Absolutely. Like, they have a ton of money. Like, they are a very wealthy company, and they could do a lot of great things. And actually, like, with the representative that I dealt with from Behringer, when I was reviewing the BX 2020, I was very open and honest, and I was like, you know what? Like, I'd love for you guys to just have a mind of your own and put out something that's different. Like, just do something different. And actually, she is no longer with the company, which is interesting, but she totally agreed with me. She was like, yeah, honestly, I'm not really down with the whole cloning thing. I'd love to do something else, but this is what the company wants. So
right.
Yep.
Yeah. Jan says Donner came out of nowhere, seems to be pricing things for the people, and the quality isn't really that bad, right? The quality is excellent. I mean, the shit is really, really, it's not cheap metal. And I'm not a Donner spokesman. I just like when people put out good product. This is the direction things are going, though. We're going to see more than just a Donner, more than just a Behringer, or we're going to see companies that we don't really know much about release product that's actually worth owning and using. So that's just where everything's going. Even though we've got inflation and all that stuff, somehow they keep finding ways to upgrade this stuff. So now when you see a newer NW700, it truly is a piece of shit.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's nice, man. It's nice that
7 years ago it wasn't. 7 years ago it was like, this is okay for $20.
Yeah.
But now it's garbage.
Oh yeah.
They're doing it better now.
It's so, yeah. It's came a long way, especially in the beginner world, for sure.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, dude. So, Rama something, dude, my boy. He was just telling me
a letter.
Oh, an email. Yeah, in the mail.
Oh, okay.
But
even I haven't got a letter.
Yeah, dude. He won something, and I wasn't able to actually send it to him based off of location, but the company said that they weren't going to ship outside the U.S. or whatever, so I'm trying to figure out a way to give him something. But, dude, that's one thing I want to do is, I think it'd be fun to do like live giveaways. I think that'd be like the best way to do it. Because I think it'd be like, it's
How
fun.
would that work? How would you do that?
Like based off of comments and answers. Who answers first? You know what I mean?
Would it be like school, like class with Bronson?
Yeah.
Like whoever answers the most questions about all this audio stuff is going to win.
Yep. Yeah, like
a mystery prize, and at the end of it, you're like, it's a Behringer Bigfoot. Hooray!
It's this SD card cover.
16 gig.
Yeah, dude. No. But that's what I did in the last live stream that I did with Rama something. Is I was like, first person to say they want this, they can have it, and he answered it. So
that's fair. Break out your list of talking points. Let's start rattling shit off.
Word. Yeah, we're already like 41 minutes deep and haven't talked about
That's how it goes. Yeah.
Let's see here. So yeah,
agree with that. Even if they use an existing good capsule and remake the case, it would be refreshing. I agree 100%. I would kill. I would still, even though I've trashed them a little bit, I'd still kill for a Behringer broadcast style dynamic mic with filter switches.
Yeah,
I would
dude,
kill for that.
That'd be great.
Because we know it would be cheap and it would probably be good. And I've got a homemade XM8500 behind me somewhere with a Aokio AK60 body, and it sounds pretty freaking good.
Well, yeah.
Topics, let's go.
One of the things that you asked that I thought was interesting was dynamics versus condensers, and
not so much in general, but like, do you sway back and forth? Because I've got a problem right now, and it's swaying back and forth. Like, it was dynamics for a long time, and then I'm like, ooh, I'd rather condensers. Now dynamics sound funny to me, and I'm not on board. Now all of a sudden, I'm kind of back on the dynamic bandwagon. So I'm kind of what's your opinion? I guess it doesn't have to be a specific question, but just condensers, dynamics. Give me your thoughts.
Mine always just comes down to like a situation.
Say use case.
Yeah. And I mean, like, a lot of the time, like, obviously in this scenario, I'm going to use a dynamic microphone because I'm like, you know what? Like, I know that my cats are going to start meowing. Maybe the doorbell's going to ring. Maybe the AC is going to turn on. Whatever's going to happen. I trust that in this situation where I can't go in and post it and, like, edit stuff or whatever, like, that I'm going to want to go with a dynamic that is relatively directional to a, like that will cut some of that stuff out at least. So, but I mean, for me, it's always been like, I'll usually use for straight up voiceover, I would use condenser microphones. Like,
agree.
Straight up. Like, and if it was for singing vocals, I would a majority of the time use condenser microphones unless it was like a very aggressive singer. But that's about it. Yeah. That was a weird buzzing. Did you hear that?
No.
Just me? Okay. I'm just going crazy. So yeah, it kind of all is based on that, but like podcast or like a live situation, I think dynamics are great. So, I mean, if I like could only pick one, that's like hard. That's like where I'm like,
I'd pick a dynamic.
I think I probably would lean that way too.
Just for the safety.
Because
exactly.
Exactly. Like you can always, in post, like do what you need to do with EQ if you need to add a little bit of clarity or whatever you want to do. Right. But yeah, it's much harder to delete background noise or like to do, but
and there's condensers that'll stand the test of time.
Yes.
But I don't love this. I'm not, but that an SM7B or even a Behringer XM8500 for that matter, or most dynamics, there's not much that can go wrong with them.
Yeah.
So you've probably got decades of use out of these things.
Definitely.
Whereas I don't think I've ever had a condenser, or I don't think I've ever had a dynamic die on me, but I've had multiple condensers die on me, and I don't use any one mic for very long at all, and I've still had a couple condensers just absolutely crap out on me.
Yeah. The only it was like kind of an extreme circumstance, but the only microphone that I've ever had go out on me that was a dynamic microphone, I've had a few condenser microphones go out on me, but it was the Sennheiser E835, my bad. like the $100, Sennheiser version of the SM58.
Right.
So it got
sounds nothing like the 58.
Yeah, no. But basically what happened is after a show, it got left outside and it snowed and stuff. So extreme circumstance,
Yeah.
But I've never...
The 58 would probably still work, wouldn't it?
Probably. But yeah, dude, it, that's, if that's the only time that a dynamic has broke on me, that's pretty good, because I've definitely put some through hell,
Yeah. Well, I've even bought lots, if you go on eBay and you search for microphone lots, a grab bag of microphones in one sale. I've bought microphones that look absolutely awful, old, 40s, 50s, 60s, look like they've been through absolute hell. Plug it up. Most of them work. But plug it up. Sometimes you get one that doesn't work. Take the ball cap off, pull the capsule out. It's got a loose connection. You connect it and it works. And it doesn't matter how old it is. It's even if one does die on you, there's typically a pretty easy fix and a pretty simple solution. So
gotcha.
I gotta go dynamic. A couple condensers have died on me recently, and that really has tainted me again back into the dynamic world, because I do is mostly dynamic work anyways. But
so one thing I want to ask you is, I know we kind of touched on it on one of the live streams that we did, and one of the things that was asked was, what would I like to see in future stuff? And one of the things that I said was the option for 32-bit float, right? Just as an option, right?
Yep.
What is your opinion on 32-bit float?
In my opinion, what's up, Taylor?
What it do, baby boo?
In my opinion, 32-bit float, great for field recording. Unnecessary otherwise, to me. Obviously, I'd love to see it implemented into everything anyways.
Yeah.
Because there's no reason to not want it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's foolproof. We just talked about dynamics being reliable and safe. What's safer than 32-bit float? I mean, your audio is probably never going to be unusable with 32-bit float. So I'd love to see it in everything, but not at the current cost. If it catches up like other things have, now you got 24-bit 96 kilohertz common in a lot of budget gear now, especially in the past 12 months.
I think that... Oh, go ahead. Sorry. Oh, someone is asking
my bad.
Something.
Yeah. That was my kid saying, "Can I play Among Us online?" And I'm like, I look down, I'm like, well, I'm online, so be a hypocrite to say no. Go ahead.
So this is how I've kind of come to portray what 32-bit float kind of means to some people. I feel 32-bit float
and my
for
meaning
a lot
may
of...
be way off. That's
I
limited...
honestly I get what you're saying, and I agree with what you're saying for sure.
Okay.
I think that what a lot of people, when it comes to professional audio, I think that a lot of people see it as what's the word for it? They're scared of it a little bit. And the reason why is because if you think about it, if I go out to record audio for a movie and I just turn on 32-bit float and I don't fucking worry about anything, I could get a good take. As long as the mic placement, obviously mic placement is gonna matter a lot. But I'm just saying, if I knew mic placement and not how to set a level whatsoever, and I just know how to press record, I could go get a good take if my mic placement's good.
So you think pros are afraid this will make everyone a pro?
So I actually look at it a lot they're like, hey, there's a way to get in here, and you got to know how to set your damn level. You know what I mean? I think that's and I can appreciate that. And I'm not saying I would never say don't learn how to do that. Learn how to do that. And even if I am using 32-bit float, I'm still setting my gain at a reasonable level that I'm I don't think it's gonna peak or clip or whatever. But if it does, I'm safe. Right. So 9 times out of 10, even 9.5 times out of 10, I never have to like adjust it in post. Like I usually just hit my mark anyway, you know, like.
Yeah. And that's a confusing thing. Like you don't have to spend a lot of time. Like those are such basics now. Mm-hmm. Like to be able to set your gain, make sure your levels, like if you want negative 12 dB on your recording, like you like after just getting acclimated with audio gear, you can almost literally close your eyes, not even look at your dials, and if you got a pair of headphones on, you can get your negative 12 dB.
Yeah.
Or you can know exactly about where on all your devices you're going to hit that. Like it's such an easy thing, in my opinion, that no one should be afraid of 32-bit float. Like, you either know what you're doing or you're not. Like, people that don't know what they're doing aren't even going to know why they have 32-bit float.
Absolutely. And so, and that's, like, the thing is, like, a lot of people that know about 32-bit float probably don't need it. Like, we could make that argument, you know, like.
Yeah. I don't need it, but I won't lie.
Yeah.
I want it on everything. Why wouldn't you want it? Why wouldn't you want the best possible features, just depending on the price?
Only my opinion tech says they see it as cheating. Yeah, like I agree with that completely. So here's the way that I was thinking about it the other day, and I was like this made a lot of sense to me, is when like photography was coming up into the digital age. You had your film shooters and you had like your digital shooters, and the film shooters could never appreciate the fact that someone could go and take 100 photos of a similar thing, adjust it in post, and have it look good. You know, like they were like, you got to work on composition, you got to work on lighting, you got to work on like your camera settings and everything. But a lot of people could just go out there with a digital camera and learn as they go. And I think that's the important thing about 32-bit flow is it's not that it's cheating, it's that it's giving people that are starting out. And I like an example of being like, oh shit, like I set my gain way too loud. Like this is like a trial and error thing that they can still learn how to set their gain even if they have 32-bit flow. You know what I mean? Like sure, they can fix it in post, but I think it's just more like it's a little bit of a change in the process and everything.
Yeah.
And I think that it just makes people nervous, and I think it's kind of silly. Like if you're so diehard, like 32-bit flow is stupid. It's like, dude, like who cares? Yeah. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't make anyone less of a person if they use it, or an audio lover. Like who cares?
No, and that goes hand in hand with a lot. Like Only My Opinion Tech said it's the same thing in trucking. All new trucks have automated transmission. Old timers look down on the new drivers that never drove a stick. Yeah. It's not their fault. It's technology. Yeah. It's the advancement of the world. You know, now we've got people making 6 figures easy, doing YouTube and TikTok. And I hate TikTok. I'm a grouchy old man with TikTok. I'm like, goddamn whippersnappers on TikTok doing stupid fucking like videos. Goddamn motherfuckers. I hate it, but I understand it. I hate it, but I get it. I get that it's the thing, and it's slightly ahead of me, and I'm behind on the times on that. But I don't hate it. It's just not for me. I enjoy driving a stick. I'm not going to judge someone who never has.
Exactly.
Because
who cares?
It's
they don't need to.
You know? Yeah. I loved riding my bicycle in the woods for 8 hours a day when I was growing up. I'm not going to judge you because now you want to play Fortnite for 8 hours a day. I get it. That's your outside. That's the world we live in now. It just is what it is. It's just progression. So, you know. Yeah. It's a 1980s and 90s studio professional and sound professional and photography professional. Yeah, I'm sorry. There's going to be people that are now considered professionals because of the gear they own, not how they learned to use older gear.
I would say, though, I mean, like,
what it is.
If someone, I mean, yes, but I would also say, like, if someone record something in 32-bit float, they'll get a good level. It doesn't mean they know how to do post-processing well. It doesn't mean that they know how to put out a good product. Like, it's not the end all, you know, like.
No, but the kids that are in high school right now, more of them know post-processing than people from my generation. Like, you know, and it's my 14-year-old nephew is better at video post-production, not audio yet, but he's just, that's what they're learning now. So like even kids that don't go to school, they're all going to know their way around, you know, Adobe Audition, you know, whatever fucking what video I use Wondershare or whatever Filmora. So I don't want to say that one because people's like, what's that?
Dude, I literally.
But I mean, these kids know shit.
What words did you just say? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know those words. But
I mean, everyone is making videos. Everyone, Billie Eilish is making albums in her bedroom with her brother that sound just as good as anything else out there. It's just that's the way it is. Everyone, not everyone,
dude,
but any kid that wants to produce something no longer needs to go learn much. They can teach themselves at home, and it's gonna be good quality.
Well, that's the thing is like, if you're good at what you do, like you have nothing to worry about. You know what I mean? Like, that's it. Like, period.
Yeah.
But
if you can put a product out that people want, the way you got it doesn't really matter anymore.
Exactly.
If they don't know that 32-bit float, great. If you did it on a reel-to-reel, great.
Yep.
We want it.
Red Cabin Acoustic joining us from the Atlanta airport. What's up, man? Just wanted to.
Atlanta airport is a bitch. That place is an absolute nightmare. Takes 35 million minutes to get from one place to the other. God bless you, and I hope you get where you need to go at Atlanta airport.
But yeah, he was saying like used to matter more when there was less dynamic range, more noise, and it is different with tape for sure. Yeah, but
oh yeah, of course.
Yep. And that's like, that's kind of like the concept too. Like what I was saying is like film versus digital, like shooting photo. Like obviously you can't go, or you could, I guess, if you want to spend an ass load of money just going and trying different things, different settings, different compositions at a similar spot with film, but most people won't necessarily do that, Yeah.
And you still can't be lazy and get good results. Like you still have to have drive even with today's technology to get good results. You can't just be a bum.
Absolutely.
I'm good proof of that because my channel's not beautiful, and that's because I'm lazy. So that's how that works. If I wanted to look like Bronson, I'd have to put in the work to do that. So I'd still have to earn it regardless of whether we got 32-bit float and super smooth ass autofocus on these nice mirrorless cameras. You still have to put in the work to make it actually look great.
Yeah, definitely. No,
like
it's
Bronson's channel.
Whatever. But yeah, dude. This is actually one thing that we did talk about. Actually, never mind. Okay.
Oh no, you can't do that.
No,
that's
sorry.
like saying
Sorry.
Man, I'm having a really bad day, and then Bronson's like, "Why are you having a bad day?" And I'm like, "Oh, I don't want to talk about it."
So, I
just brought it up.
I saw one thing on my list, and then I saw the next thing under it as I was talking about the top one.
Was it
and
anal?
I was like,
you said anal earlier.
Yeah, dude, I did want to cover on anal a little bit. We'll talk about that very last.
Okay.
Just
last 5 minutes. If you don't want to know anything about anal, get out of here.
Last 2 minutes.
Last minute and 30 seconds.
But
oh, God, no.
So all I was gonna say is like, why do you have females that subscribe to your channel? Like, what's your percentage? That's what I was gonna ask.
Oh man, I'd love to say it was large.
No, I'm 96%
because
male.
I'm very, very liberal, and that doesn't have anything to do with anything. But I'm I'd be so excited if I had more, and it has nothing to do with like
absolutely
chicks.
Yeah, no, I totally agree.
Not very many. Not very many, sadly.
And all there really is like, all I was really going to ask is like, so we talked about it on a live stream, and that it's interesting that I'm 96% male on my channel. It's like when it comes to not even subscribers, viewers. So,
now I gotta
like,
look.
why do you think? Like, do you know? Like, why do you think that?
Oh man, honestly, God, this is going to sound sexist as fuck. I don't mean this to sound that way. I really don't. But in my opinion, and there's numbers here. There's 96%. To me, I should just shut up.
Dude, this is all about blackmailing you. I just wanted to fucking get you, dude.
No, just like okay, like if I was looking for Instagram models, I become an agent for Instagram models, I would imagine my clientele would be 96% female.
Yeah.
Just like our viewers are 96% male.
Yeah.
I don't know the exact reason for it, but it's very apparent that just a smaller number of females are interested in microphones. I won't say audio because people watching my channel, I don't know what they're interested in. It's not purely audio.
Yeah.
It's probably just watching a middle-aged guy make farting dick jokes, which that's my answer. Most women I know don't like farting dick jokes.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
I don't know though.
No,
I don't know. I feel like the tide is turning.
Yeah.
Tammy Sipnewski, there's some female audio channels out there that are really freaking good. I think it's just the progression we were talking about with gear. I think the progression of, things equaling out in fields that are predominantly male from the past. It's just taken a while to get there, but I'm sure it'll get there at some point.
Yeah. I think it kind of just goes with the whole, the music industry on the back end, like not like performers wise or like just the back end has always been very like male dominated, and it's odd to me, but I don't know. Let's see. Oh, Rama something said, you made my evening, boys. Oh, thanks for joining us, man. That's sweet. Oh, what's up?
I'm apparently someone wanted to slice me up. So,
oh, word.
Yeah.
Hi.
Yeah. Hopefully this is cool that I've got a small streamer.
No, that's great.
I
love it.
Yep.
I love it.
Yep.
Hi.
Hello, he says. Connor says hello. You can say hello into the microphone if you would like to.
What are you doing?
Talking to Bronson.
Talking mics, man.
He has cats. I have cats. He has mics. I have mics.
Yep.
That's
as
what we're
simple
doing.
as that.
Yep. It's that simple.
What's he doing?
He's doing the same thing I'm doing. He's talking into a mic and drinking stuff and saying words we shouldn't be saying. Yep.
Dude, I love it. It's
good times.
Art said if Banjo ever joined this stream, it'd be my Mike Trinity. Dude, we should have him sometime. I think it'd be fun.
Yeah. I feel like I've kind of put out feelers. I put out feelers with a few other people, and I don't blame him for not jumping all over the chance to be doing anything with me. But I feel like I've kind of put feelers out there, and I don't get a lot of stuff back, and I don't push. I'm like, well, I know Bronson will do stuff with me, so let's do stuff with Bronson. It's just too ezy. When it's easy, when you make a connection and it's easy, you do it. Andrew's been cool as heck to me the whole time, but he's got a lot going on. And he does things with some bigger YouTubers, and I just have to acknowledge the fact that there's bigger YouTubers out there that he's got to deal with first before he gets to me. Yeah. But look at that cat. You see that cat, Connor? That's Blue.
Yeah, it's Blue. Bluey. We both got our kids here. We both got our children.
An awesome cat. Yeah.
What's up, buddy? I did say on my YouTube poll that some people would come if cats were involved, so I had to grab him. Dude, he actually...
My cat's probably up here with me, too. I just don't see her.
Yeah. Oh.
Will you go back down with your brother and make sure he's cool?
What kind of cat do you have?
That's Calico.
Oh, that's right. I actually do remember seeing it in the video.
Yeah, she's
your everything? Is that what you're going to say? She's your everything? He was going to say that.
Pretty much, honestly. I mean, besides my children, obviously. I mean, that cat is I love my cat more than most people love their mothers. For real.
Yeah.
I love my cat. You know how cats will like lay on your chest when they know that you're upset or you feel bad or you're not. You know how cats are like healing like that?
Yes. Yeah, absolutely.
Like, when you find a cat like that when you come home from work and you're bummed and you just kind of lay down for a minute.
And they're just
next thing you know, you got a cat under your chin. Yep. That's so comforting.
Dude, it is. It's the best. Yeah, like I will say two of our three cats are very much that way. And the third one's just like, doesn't give a fuck. Does not give a fuck.
Yeah, cat, that's, and that's why I love this cat. I've never had another cat that was so in touch with how I was feeling. So I love this cat.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
my son would lose the purr test against Blue.
Yeah, dude.
I can tell you that.
Dude. Red Cabin said he'll explain. Oh, nice. He said he'll explain the male-female ratio sometime with his teacher perspective. Dude, I would love to. You should make a video about that. Red cab.
Please.
Red cab acoustic.
I bet the ratio, like if we were doing this YouTube thing in 2006, I bet our ratio would be like 99 to 1. So I think it's just a matter of catching up. It's just a matter of the tide turning slowly.
Okay. So now this is the next question that I...
somebody.
Oh, what?
Tech Mundane.
No
you guys
way.
Inspired me to do this. YouTube Android Booth Junkie. Man, Tech Mundane, comment on one of my videos so I can go check out your channel, because this is never competitive. I subscribe to everyone who I know does this shit that me and Bronson are doing.
Sure.
Because I like as much audio and microphone crap as I can get my eyes on.
He did also ask, dude, no, that's super cool. I'm gonna definitely check it out. How do you like Polson mics? You have experience with Polson, I don't. So I'll let you answer it.
They're nothing. There's nothing special. It's when I did some Polson videos, the price for what you get was awesome. That's starting to fade now because there's this Boya mic that's $99, the Donner mic that you could have got for $54. I think you can get it for $54 today. Go to Obscure Mics link. But I mean, the Polson mics are fine. I just don't. They have now fallen behind in the bang for your buck category. I wouldn't buy a Polson mic now, but at the time when I was reviewing them, the price was sweet. But again, more competitiveness in that arena. Polson has now fallen behind, in my opinion.
Yeah, I get you. Yeah, dude. Sorry, I keep ducking, but it's honestly because this whole time my cable is like wrapped around something under this like cabinet, and it just keeps tugging on my ears the whole time. It's been driving me crazy. It's wrapped around
the longest thing underneath that cabinet, isn't it?
Right, yep, exactly.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't...
Now on to anal.
Right. But, okay, this was the thing that I wanted to talk about that I was about to skip the female thing. And, so, why... Okay, this is my opinion. I feel like about 80% of YouTubers like that have like a decent amount of followers, their audio is trash. Why do you feel like that? Do you feel like that?
Whose audio?
Like 80% of popular-ish YouTubers, their audio is still shit. Like, why do you...
is.
Isn't that weird though? Like, because there are so many. Like, we talk about how many good products there are for cheap right now. Like,
yeah.
How does this happen? I know how it happens.
The sad reality is, until you know what good audio is, you don't care about good audio.
Yeah.
So if you're watching a YouTube channel and it's cracking you up and it's like echoey as hell and reverby as hell, if you don't know that you could have it better, you don't mind that you don't have it better.
Yeah.
So if that same channel made a video tomorrow with good lav mics on, and then the very next video, the sound would suck, people would then go, what happened?
Yep.
That's very true. The last one sounded better. But until you set the standard of good audio, no one expects the standard of good audio, except for people who like audio.
Yeah. To go back to Polson, Tech Mundane said the Polson M85 is still a great value. I'll have to check that out. I was going to ask
about that too. Is that a handheld?
I don't know, actually. Dynamic. Do you want to go to the drawing board? I don't know.
Take
Wait,
me there.
Let's see here. Polson M85.
I think that's a handheld dynamic.
B&H gave me permission to show their stuff on like my channel and stuff, so I can show them and not get in trouble. Let's see here.
I've been buying a lot from B&H lately.
Dude, I love me some
Their
B&H,
used market
bro.
is really good. It's like unknown and really good.
Yeah. So it is a handheld. It's $30. You can get it in black or you can get it in dark gray. You can get 3-pack too.
Ooh,
3-pack for $60, huh? That drops the price to $20 a piece. Woo!
Might have to try that. I have not had that mic in.
Sweet. Yeah, no, that's cool. Very nice. Dude, I think that you're right though, but I honestly think that the thing that a lot of people need to understand and learn is mic placement, and it kind of goes down to the 32-bit float thing. I think that a lot of people just slap an on-camera shotgun microphone on there like, I paid $300 for this microphone. It's going to sound sick. It's going to be the best. And so they do that, and they don't know, like, hey, like, maybe actually don't do that and get a little bit longer cable, get it a little bit closer to you, you know, and, like, actually point it in a place that isn't directly over your head, you know? But, yeah, dude, no, that's kind of how I feel, so.
That's that's something I've been meaning to make a short video on, is like, it doesn't matter if you bought this. Mm-hmm. If it's way over here, it sounds
especially
like
that.
Especially it just doesn't. Especially that. But like any mic that you don't have somewhere close to the sound source, it essentially you are canceling everything good out about that mic. You might as well use the mic in this. If you're going to have it 10 feet away,
closer to you,
the mic in this is actually better than the mic here.
Yep.
So
if it's going to be, absolutely. Yep. Yeah.
Like, why buy it? And that's the thing. I see so many YouTubers buy this freaking thing, and it's here. And it's like, dude, it doesn't sound good because it's 2 or 3 feet away. It's not meant for that.
Yeah.
Like, don't buy this if you're not going to eat it.
Absolutely.
Or at least have it a
like
foot
close,
or less.
Yeah. So,
mind-blowing.
Only My Opinion Tech said over the top videos where people break stuff or prank someone, they don't care about the audio as long as someone might get smacked. Dude, but imagine if that smack was in great audio, though.
It's not even true. Bronson breaks shit. You know who else breaks stuff? Fred Durst. Okay?
Dude. It's just one of those days.
You know, that band has really grown on me. I used to like make fun of them, but now that they don't take themselves seriously, I'm like, I think I like them.
Dude, I can appreciate someone like I think that self-deprecating humor is like charming. I like it.
Oh yeah, me too.
You know, so I like it. Yeah.
Go drink your drink.
People will notice. People will notice bad audio before decent or better audio. YouTube being video first, it's easier that they might get away with lesser audio early on. Yeah, but here's the funny thing to me is there are a lot of creators that I watch that they're like video, like they're camera channels basically. And it's like these people will literally go on their channel and preach that audio is just as, if not more important, yet their channel still has shitty audio. I don't mean to like be this person, but I'm going to be this person. Dude, like, I don't know who watches this. They have like well over 1 million followers, or subscribers, I should say. And it's Tony and Chelsea Northrup. Have you ever watched them, Bark?
I have not.
Okay. So they like review cameras and stuff, dude. Their audio is always like, oh, check out this Fujifilm. It is the greatest microphone and I'm like, what is happening? Like, it just drives me insane, dude. It drives me insane. Oh.
It's tough. It's really tough. And there's levels. There's levels of audio. Like, so you sent me this clip the other day, and it was a microphone, and I happened to know what it was, which also I impressed myself there. But that microphone, if I heard a podcast or audio production where that was close enough to make use of it, I wouldn't turn it off.
No.
Like that's another thing is if you use almost any microphone correctly, I mean, you can't say it's bad audio. If you use almost any microphone correctly, chances are it won't be bad audio.
Yeah. Well,
because it's at least better than, just this from feet away.
Well, and Kevin says he feels attacked right now. My audio was embarrassingly bad, but here's what I will say to that. Like, the people that I'm talking about, like, have no business having bad audio. Like,
right.
And we all start somewhere, like, I think the frustrating thing that I see is that when people, like I was saying, like, they go and preach that audio is important, but they don't have good audio, that bothers. But let's see here. Oh, this is a question. We got a question.
We like questions.
Does cable affect the sound of your audio/mic? By the way, thanks again for the headphones. Oh yeah, I'm glad
like
that
XLR cable. So
yeah, like XLR cable
or like cable TV. Because cable TV on in the background probably
it will
affect
affect
your audio a little bit.
It will make it bad or better. Depends on how good your content is. I don't know.
What channel you got on? If it's in the late hundreds, it might be just what's needed to get some
Is it
subs.
1 a.m?
Yes.
Going back to anal.
Used to be referred to as Skinamax.
Oh man.
I personally have owned really good cables and of course really cheap cables.
Yes.
And sometimes there has been a few instances where I do get a slightly better tone from a really good cable.
Yeah.
But it's never been enough for me to commit to really good cables.
So yeah, he did clarify XLR cables. But so mine, usually for me, what I've noticed is like there can be some degradation in sound, especially with like longer cables. At this like one event that I'll help do audio at, like when we got to run like a 200-foot cable to get like a dynamic microphone to, like to a mixer, like you need a pretty solid cable and you need it to be shielded pretty well so you're not getting a bunch of interference potentially. So I mean, like I would say as far as short cables go, like maybe you lose a little bit, maybe. But I would say that honestly, your biggest issue with cheaper cables is going to be RF interference. So if you like have your phone around or you have a device that's, putting out some RF, whatever. So if you got that right next to your cable, you might notice some crackling. You might notice a little hum or something like that. Or in Bark's situation the other day, the one, I think it was an interface or something, you tried out that the shielding was so bad you could hear a radio station. Yep, exactly. So
good times.
I think that's like, if we're talking short cables, usually I would say a lot of the time you're probably not losing a lot of the sound of the microphone, but you are like kind of subjecting yourself to some interference. But when we're talking longer cables, like it's better to go a little bit nicer. Actually, the ones that we use that I've never had issue with, they always sound great, is actually monoprice, dude. Like we'll just use like a 200-foot monoprice cable. It was like pretty inexpensive, but they're great, man. They're great.
Yeah.
So I actually feel like monoprice, like I literally, I'm using a monoprice cable right now. I got a warm audio one going into a cloud lifter and then a monoprice one going into the interface. So
I don't even know what this cable is. It came in the boom arm I got. But I know it's cheap. I know it's a cheap XLR cable. It's an OC white boom arm, but it's a cheap cable.
Oh yeah.
I like Roland Black series are good bang for the buck for me. I do own those and I use those. But if I find an Amazon basic cable laying around and I need a cable, I'm going to plug it up.
Totally fine.
Chances are, unless like what you said, unless I'm running it 100 feet to a stage, yes, that is definitely where you want to put money into cables. But 6 foot from an interface to a mic,
I'd say a lot of the time, anytime under 20, you're probably fine. I'd say, but yeah,
if you get one that's all plastic at the ends, you probably don't want to use that. But you get those like for sure. You get a pile mic and you get the plastic XLR.
Yes, I'm like, fun.
Yeah, it's sad that they gave me trash to throw away.
Dude, Rama something said his audio's bad too. I'll help you. Just tell me what what you need.
I have mics I can't sell as long as you don't live overseas. I can help.
He does.
A brother or sister out.
He lives overseas.
Yeah. I can't help you.
Yeah, that was the struggle with the
$40 to ship a $6 USB mic. I can't do it.
Yeah. So my only my opinion tech. Why does that give me every time? I don't know.
We can call him Omot. We can call him Omot.
One thing people like.
It's Mike, but we can call him Omot.
Yeah, for sure.
Or we can call him Mike.
I like Mike. Oh, his name is I like Omot.
I believe it's Mike.
Yeah, and it's even in like the little shield thing right there. It says Omot. So I like
Omot.
Omot. One thing people
sounds like
just
a
getting
Ramstein
started.
Song.
Yeah, I get that, dude.
Oh, mat.
Oh, mat.
Oh, mat.
Yes.
Sorry, went off.
I don't
the
think
rails.
we're ever gonna read this. So,
It's fine. Disclaimer: I got about 8 minutes.
Okay,
just because I have to go to a good old Southern High cookout.
Yeah, how?
Bush Light.
Give it to me.
I don't drink, but Bush Light.
Bush Light. Oh, it's your wife that likes the Bush Light.
No, my wife does not like Bush Light. She hates alcohol.
Remember that joke that you were saying, like something about her chewing and drinking Bush Light?
Oh, yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. Did my autofocus fail me? What just happened?
It did.
Oh my goodness. What in the shit? Okay, there we go. One thing people just getting started need to realize is a lot of people listen more than they watch a video at times. When I'm working in the shop, dude, that's me too.
Yeah, it's me as well.
I like,
but it's
honestly,
us.
Yeah.
We're all here watching this video. People that aren't watching this video or ever watched me or Bronson or Bandrew, they're the ones that, they just don't know yet.
Yes. Yeah, for sure. For sure. And Red Cabin Acoustic clarified or basically confirmed my point, which I feel great about. I love when that happens.
And Joe knows his stuff.
He does, absolutely. We actually need to try to get him on or something.
I agree. His videos are fun too. Have you seen his perception AKG perception line video?
Yes.
It's a nice
video. It's a good video.
Solid video.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, he was Theric was saying, I've heard that some frequencies or whatever can slightly change in cheap cables, but to be serious, it feels like expensive cables are scams. Yeah, like I don't know if it's necessarily like I would say that when we're talking like really expensive cables, like I do think it is a little bit scammy in a way that I'm like, I feel like a $20 like decently shielded XLR cable that actually like is nice. Like this Warm Audio cable I've never had an issue with it. It's like $20-$25. I will say it sounds or doesn't have any difference to any of my Mogami cables that were like $80 for the same length, so it does feel a little scammy when you get past like that mid area, but yeah.
Right. I watched the first episode of that show, The Boys, the other day.
Dude,
on Amazon.
Shut your mouth. I just watched that this morning.
Yesterday is when I watched it because I was like, okay, I got to see what the hype's all about.
Dude,
and of course,
same.
Within the first 5 minutes, I was like, okay, I'm in. Yeah. But as soon as he's holding a pair of arms with no body on it, I'm like, I'm in.
I was like,
sold.
but
this guy in this little tech shop, he's like, you're gonna need these. I think you need the 1,000 meg HDMI,
like
they're
copper
a little pricey,
or whatever.
But the carbon carries the transmission
better
or something like that. And I'm just sitting there going like, yep. I'm like, that's that reminded me like don't pay too much for cables. It's a damn cable, unless you are on a stage performing to thousands of people and that this cable's more reliable long term over long distances. Yeah. Buy a decent cable. You go decent, you're good,
Yeah. Only my opinion text said it's David, but OMOT works. It's David.
OMOT. Oh, it is David. It's not Mike.
So Jesus. Roland says,
I try.
If audio is just as important as video, then sound treatment is just as important as the microphone, yet it's hard to find content about. I'm going to tell you exactly, it's not going to be the best answer I've ever given, but I'm going to tell you why there's not a lot of content about it. It's not sexy. That's it. Like, it's just not, it's not sexy. But
no, it's not.
And honestly, like, I use like, so what I've actually decided to use because of the fact that I am the channel that I am is I actually usually stick to more like less permanent versions of sound treatment. So I'll actually like have sound blankets and everything. But if I'm going to be reviewing a $20 microphone that I know someone isn't going to have in a treated room, I feel like it's pretty inappropriate if I test it out in a treated room. So... Right. That's kind of like what I feel like I have to do. But before, I would definitely have like a well-treated room. And like I would use like literally with my studio monitors, I'd go across the wall with a little mirror and like see where I could see the cone and everything and be like sound treatment panel right here, poof, you know, and I'd do the whole thing. But like it is, I get it because it is frustrating that there isn't more content about it, but maybe it's something you and I should both address on our channels, I guess, you know. I guess that I always just thought there was like better people than me at it and that there were videos about it. But,
that's,
you know,
kind of how I think too.
Yeah.
But also, like, those videos are technically out there.
Yeah.
They're there.
Yeah.
I don't know how many copies we need of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. If people want to see a different personality talk about sound treatment, I find that a little odd. I don't know. It's out there. It's kind of almost so darn basic that I don't want to talk about it. Like there's so many videos that are like, use couch cushions, use moving blankets, and I'm on board with all of that.
Yeah, I get you.
I'm on board with all of that. I mean, I am upstairs in a room with no sound treatment whatsoever. Now, granted, it's an A-frame style room. The walls are slanted.
Yeah.
So I think that does a lot for me.
It does help a lot.
But at the end of the day, I am also using a dynamic microphone, and as long as you stay in close proximity to that microphone, even in the most untreated of spaces, it's probably not going to sound bad still. So unless you have a super reverberant room, that's where I go back to, like, you know, there's no need to use a condenser in an untreated. There's just no need.
Yeah.
So
yeah, for sure. Like, know what you're going to be. And I do think that, like, in a way, I absolutely agree with Roland, but at the same time, I do think you can slightly bypass that. So, like, sound
I agree
treatment,
with him too, but there are workarounds.
There are, yeah. Like, so if you use, like, like a super directional microphone, like you're really close to a dynamic microphone, like you were talking about, like, like you can kind of bypass no treatment to a certain degree. Yeah. So, yeah. But I do think that, yes, there should be more of a focus on sound treatment. And I think that that's one thing, like I was saying, like, I think it is slightly like an intimidation thing because I know I'm not like the end all be all of like knowing what good treatment is. Like, I feel like I have a pretty good understanding, but I feel like there are more qualified people out there that could talk about it.
Me too.
So
Me too.
That's where I'm at. But
that's where I'm at too. I mean, it is very important. It is.
Yeah.
Depending on what you're doing. Obviously, for drums, it's insanely important. I don't know, just for what we do or for what I do, it's not overly important. Yeah. So I guess if it's not overly important for me, I don't think it's overly important for my audience in particular, because my audience is very
like you.
Much. Yeah. I mean, you don't watch me unless you enjoy the simplicity of things. I'm not.
That's fair. Yeah, that's
I'm
fair.
not a complicated person. I just want stuff to work.
Yeah.
So I just want my audio to work. I don't want it to be the best in the world. I don't want it to be better than Bronson's or better than Behringer's or better than. I just want it to work. Like, I just need it to be, you know, that somebody can listen and be like, oh, you know, he knows what he's doing. I don't need to be an expert. I don't need to be a pro. I just want to know what I'm doing. So
you want to be efficient.
I want to be efficient. I want to be adequate. I want to be adequate and show off all these weird mics or mics people don't know about. I guess maybe we could come up with some odd sound treatment things. Maybe you could do the kitty throw test. Throw your cat at the treatment, and if it stays on the wall, then it's good treatment.
It's good treatment. Dude. Like, if it sticks, just rub your cat with a balloon and then throw it against the treatment.
Right.
Oh man.
I sadly don't have time for any more topics. I have to go to this cookout.
Okay, man. Well,
but I'm going to think about that. That's going to give me something to stew on. Like, what? I guess if we think about it enough, we might be able to come up with a video or two about sound treatment, but one or two is probably going to be my max.
Well, I honestly think that it'll probably come down to me reviewing some sort of sound treatment rather than it being like, here is the best sound treatment to do. You know what I mean? But
yeah, and it's really hard to beat the moving blanket thing. It really, really is.
Yeah.
I mean, it's so cheap and effective. It's just hard
it is
to
very
beat.
cheap. Yeah.
So.
Oh, cute. Look at that.
My kids,
Look at
my
that.
kids do enjoy me. We do enjoy each other. They're going to have fun at this cookout. I think that's the reason I keep seeing this guy. He's like, get me.
He's like, can you please, like, can we go already?
He gets sick of these. He's like my wife. Like, my wife was up here earlier trying to print something. She's like, microphones everywhere. And I'm like, I'm sorry about that.
Yeah, dude.
She's like one of those office memes where he's smashing stuff on his desk, but she's got mics just throwing them behind her.
Oh, that's awesome. I love it.
Thanks for having me on your channel again.
Yeah, dude, for sure.
With my
so much fun.
Wish I could have used the green screen, but it just wasn't in the cards. I'm just green, dabu-dee, dabu-da.
I actually think that there is a way for me to do that on Ecamm, but I don't know it yet. So.
See, it's only fitting that I'm just sitting in front of a green screen with nothing going on behind it because that's the quality of my channel.
Yeah, there you go.
You're welcome, folks. You're welcome.
We just wanted to match with the greens.
That's all it was. This was planned.
That's it, man.
This was planned. I forgot my Onyx shirt. I was going to wear it.
Yeah, dude. You need to. Don't sit on that. Dude, if you're a coffee lover, though. If you're a coffee lover, you should try Onyx, though. Sponsored by Onyx.
My coffee black. I'm a black
just
coffee
like your
drinker,
metal.
so will I still appreciate it or no? Huh?
Oh, yeah. You'll love it if you like black coffee. Yeah.
Just black. I don't put anything in mine. So.
No, dude. You'll love it more than any other coffee. It's expensive, though. It's a little expensive. But it
talking
I don't know
the cheap mic guy about expensive coffee.
But yeah, dude, no, it's like some of them can have like some fruit notes in it. It's great, but then there are some that are like more your traditional thing. So, yeah.
If I just like bitter sludge, will I like it? Because I really just like bitter sludge.
If you like drinking cigarettes, probably not.
I do. Okay. Well, I'm gonna have a Camel unfiltered and a cup of black sludge.
Black sludge, yeah. Okay, perfect. Some Marlboro Rails.
Oh man.
All right, man. Well, yeah. Thanks,
Roland. Thanks everybody else.
All right, man. I'll sign off in a second. Go ahead, man.
You're not. I'm gonna look on here in an hour, and you're still gonna be going. You're gonna have the newest product from Behringer. Or something.
Yeah, I'm like, so these are the second version of the vintage microphones.
The Bomb V2. Oh man, thank you guys.
All right,
Bronson, I'll talk to you later. Man.
All right, see you, man.
We didn't even talk about anal. It's fine.
Oh, damn it! I'll do it by myself. All right, so let's see here. I think that there were a couple questions or topics that I was just gonna go over really quick, and then I will bid you adieu. Let's see here. It's also difficult to treat a room and have a nice background in your video. That's true. Yeah, if you're building a recording studio, sound treatment is. Yeah, so I think that. Yeah, it's like it is absolutely critical for like, especially music. Like when I was doing more music than I was like this channel, I will say it was very critical. And that's why I kind of came from more treated rooms than I have right now. Like right now, I do have like quite a bit of treatment up like while I'm doing this live stream. But like I was saying, I'll kind of like take pieces away for certain videos and everything. But yeah, like that is another thing. And that was one thing that I had back in the day was like, I think that foam sound panels like aren't the answer at all, but they looked really cool for a little bit with like some, RGB lights behind it, the, classic cliche YouTube shit that everyone has to do. So like I did have some of those like sound treatment, little egg crate looking things, for a little bit, or actually I guess mine were like diagonal, but beyond that, in that room was like Corning 709, like with like I was talking about like the mirror technique when it came to like treating the room so I could mix and master well in it. So like absolutely crucial when I was doing a lot of music. Like there's just no way around it. You need great treatment. Yeah, dude, for sure. Let's see. The mic arm is wait. I'm missing something here. Yeah, Dale Bishop said sometimes good enough really is good enough. And that's kind of what Bark was talking about. Like, he's not trying to break the mold on, like, having the best treated room and the best microphone. He's just like, you know what? I want a good sound, and I don't necessarily want to put all the effort in the world in, So, yeah, Fair enough. Let's see. Roland said, and he's the one that got us on this damn treatment topic. Roland, thank you guys. Love your channels. Keep up the great work, man. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for hanging out. That's awesome, dude. But yeah, I just, let's see here. Yeah, the foamies are, yeah, they're darn near useless. It's true. They, like, honestly can manipulate sound in a very bad way. Like, it's not great. But yeah. So, yeah, dude, well, I hope that you guys all had a fun time chilling on this live stream. One thing I usually do is talk about some of the videos that I have coming up. So, one thing, what can I say? I'm still going to be doing the, I think I talked about it the last live stream. I used it the last live stream. I'm still going to be doing a review of the SD1, but I'm also going to be doing a review of the TC Helicon Go XLR mic. Yes. Which I actually used at the end of my Vocaster review. I did have some of like the Vocaster's post-processing on it for a majority of the time, so probably isn't the best example of what that microphone actually sounds like. But it's kind of an interesting mic. Like, I will say it had some of the stuff, like some of the stuff in the package was very interesting. Like, you get the microphone and it has like the little pop filter on it and everything. And there are literally like, I think 10 total, like 9 additional or something, like just rings of different colors that you can put around the microphone. And I was like, okay, like, I guess this is what matters, you know, like for live streaming, you want like your branding, you know, to match or whatever, which is so funny to me. But, I don't know, like, it's just funny because I'm like, you know, I think that a black microphone would have matched probably everyone's branding. You can make a white one and a black one, and it probably would have matched. So, yeah, it's kind of funny. But, so I'll be doing that review, and then what else? What else is there? Yeah, dude, I'm a little bit disappointed, like, in the Vocaster today, causing that echo at the very beginning. It's frustrating. It was also kind of weird that I had the aux, like my phone going into the phone line in on the Vocaster, and how it was still playing music for you guys after I had like turned it down and muted it on the software. Like, I couldn't hear it, but you guys could. Bark was echoing. Like, it was kind of a disaster. Hopefully those are things they can get like figured out in firmware. Like, basically every time that I open the Vocaster software up, there's an update. So it's like, I think they're working out a couple things, so hopefully no worries and whatever. But yeah, sorry, my wife just texted me and distracted the hell out of me. But yeah, hope you guys had fun. Hope you, I guess, like I've said before, I guess I can say guys because 96% males watch my channel. So anywho, but I hope you guys had fun, and I'll see you guys next time. Next time.